Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney truly lived up to the match. You'd be hard pressed to find a fight in recent times that would match the ebbs and flows of that kind of battle. You got to go back to the days of Sugar Ray Leonard versus the Hitman Hearns to see such a up and down battle. But what we're going to do today is go a little bit deeper into this match and see what actually went behind the scenes.
In this fight, I think it's safe to say that no one believed you could win. God did.
And give 3 things that each fighter did right and what is it that they did wrong that could possibly haunt them in the future, if not the present.
He caught me early when I was sleeping on it. He caught me by surprise. I fell asleep on the left hook. We trained for it, but I got in there and I fell asleep. And he caught me.
That's what we're going to get into today on Eric A. Bradley Live with the Fight Show. Now, one of the things that I saw that Devin Haney did wrong in this fight was stay directly in front of a puncher who has a longer reach, and that's a no-no. You never allow yourself to be in position to be hit from a fighter that has a longer reach and has power. That's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 that I saw is that he never allowed himself to use the ring laterally. He stood there and he went toe to toe. Maybe it was because of the bravado going on before the fight, but we all know that you don't carry that into the boxing ring. Maybe the post-fight press conference, but not into the ring. The third thing that Mr. Haney did wrong, there's this thing called posturing in boxing. And these are unconventional techniques in boxing. When you look at Devin Haney's posture in the Philly shell, it's not complete. He's consistently too low with his hand. And we all know the principles of the Philly shell. You must elbow down on the hip and on the cell phone so that you don't get caught with the left hook.
But the left hands, the ones you land on Devin, how much did that change the fight in the middle? The first one that knocked him down.
Oh yeah, I just knew I had control after that. It's hard to recover from big shots. And you know, maybe my conditioning wasn't my best, but you know, at the end of the day, I got the job done.
And that's one of the main targets that Ryan Garcia used on him in this fight. In the Philly shell, you must have one hand down, elbow to the hip, and on the cell phone when you're doing your defensive posture, or you'll get caught with the check left hook. Now, these are the things that Devin did wrong. Now, 3 things that Ryan did right. First, he made sure that he used the extension of the jab hand, whether he was throwing a jab or using it as a range finder. That's where he had most of his success. Another thing that Ryan Garcia did right was when you see him take a lap, he used lateral movement. And you can see right here where he's going left and right. His objective was to keep Haney guessing the entire night, which he did. Now remember, as we spoke of, input and output fighter. Devin Haney is an input fighter, a person that collects data. Well, Ryan Garcia turned the table and used more of his own instincts to defeat Devin Haney.
How hurt were you? How much did that change the course of the fight?
I was more surprised than hurt. The first time I wasn't really that hurt. I was more surprised. Like I said, he went in there, he jumped on me, just like he knew he would, but I was just sleeping.
The third thing that Ryan Garcia did well is he used the Philly shell as a deterrent. He has not mastered it, but he implemented it.
It's like, don't do that shit. You ain't Mayweather. Derek told me never to do that. And I was like, he'll never admit that, but he did say that.
Where did that come from then?
I was just doing it. Like, I was just like, all right, like, let me see if this works. It kind of did. Like, he really couldn't hit me for 2 or 3 rounds. Then he started figuring it out. And I'm like, forget this.
And when he implemented that Philly shell, it threw Devin Haney off. He thought he was getting the better of it. But what Ryan Garcia did, and what the Philly shell does allow you to do, is it allows you to collect data. How hard is he punching? How much is he punching? And how much is exposed? And soon after each time he was in that posture, he would counter because he got the timing down. That's What's so unique about the Philly shell? You can not only see what's going on, but you can also capture your breath. You can recover. The third thing that you can do, you can act as a marksman and you can snipe or shoot them directly to the target. And that's where you saw these combinations coming, which was the third thing that Ryan Garcia did right. He threw in bunches multiple times. He threw punches in big combinations like the fighters of old. And these are the things that you have to do if you want to win fights at this magnitude. One of the things that I want you guys to pay close attention to, Ryan Garcia is revolutionizing Mexican style boxing and bringing it to the forefront that versatility is required at this level of boxing, which has been something that's plagued Mexican style fighters for a very long time. If you want to win at this level, you got to be versatile. Ryan Garcia, he's become very versatile and using each and every one of his tactics inside of that boxing ring. And as you move forward into the future, it's more likely that he'll continue to improve as long as he's focusing on conditioning and living like a fighter. He can continue this journey and continue to have one triumph after the next. One bit of advice is that you must fix that Philly shell, because if you're operating without all 7 points, then you're going to be exposed and you don't want that. What you want to do is refine it like a craft so that it won't be your deficit, it'll be your asset. The key thing about boxing is he who comes prepared for battle may win, but he who comes fully prepared to build a legacy based on what he's done in camp, that's who reigns supreme in the sport of boxing.
If Garcia took this thing serious, because you can tell he doesn't take it serious. He came in overweight. He drinking at the weigh-in. If he were to take it serious, I think he has the tools to be really, I'm talking about special. He's good.
Yeah.
But he could be special.
I think
that's all I got for right now. My name is Eric A. Bradley, and this is the segment from The Real Fight Doctor on The Fight Show Live.
I think he already is special because there's something about Garcia that you can't teach, and that's speed. That's quickness. There's something that he has in his hands that it relates to power because he's so quick.
You don't see the punch.
Obviously catching Haney a few times and knocking him down. And we know what I think Ryan Garcia did? I think he fooled everybody.
Be sure to subscribe and continue to follow for more as we dive deeper into the insight in boxing. So long. Congratulations to the Garcias, and may the Haneys recover and come back stronger than ever. Until next time, I'll see you soon in the winner's circle.